guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Reighn, and I'm so happy that you clicked on today's video. I'm super excited because I'm going to be sharing one of my first fall winter purchases for the season. Maybe not my first, but definitely my favorite. But I'm going to be discussing one of my bag purchases for this season. So if you like this style of content, the luxury, the fashion, the beauty, and the lifestyle, please make sure that you are clicking the subscribe button as well as giving this video a thumbs up so I know that I should create more or less of this content, and then also leaving me a comment down below. Of course, you read this by the title, but the bag that we're discussing today is my Jacquemus Le Grand Bambino. I'm going to move it in a little closer so that you guys are able to see, but this is the bag in all of its glory. Again, the Le Grand Bambino, and this is in the color brown, and this was created for the autumn winter collection from the brand Jacquemus. Alrighty, now that we have the bag introduction out of the way, I wanted to offer like a little bit of brand specs and somewhat of like a fashion education, very small, only because I am aware that this fashion brand may not be as popular or as notable as other brands that you may know. And so for those that don't know, Jacquemus was originally founded in Paris by Sir Jacquemus himself. He was a young designer. He actually started this brand as a teenager, and one of the most monumental things that happened for him is that he was a contestant in an LVMH category scholarship that they run. For those that don't know, LVMH is the parent company to Moet Hennessy and Louis Vuitton, and so it's a big deal for him to have been rewarded some sort of recognition by the company overall. And while that may not have been the spearheading of the brand overall for him, but it definitely was monumental, because I really believe that that's how he got the funding to start the brand Jacquemus as we know it today. With that being said, he ended up winning the Young Designer Award by LVMH in 2015. Fast forward 2 years, in 2017 he released his first collection for the following year. And so if you know fashion, everything works seasons ahead. So in 2017 he released the spring summer 2018 collection, and that is when he grew a little bit of popularity across the fashion market, because he released a bag called the Le Chiquito, I believe, and it was this really itty bitty bag, and I think that it was just something unique that a lot of us had never seen before. I consider this to be a brand that is like a breath of fresh air. Again, he's the new kid on the block. So he releases this bag, and it was not functional at all. It's really a novelty piece, but it took everybody in the fashion world by storm. Literally, you could see this bag everywhere, and it was so ridiculous, but it honestly was a talking piece because it was so small. You could literally only fit like cards, keys, and maybe a mini lip gloss or lipstick in it. But that's pretty much how he grew his mainstream popularity from Europe to the United States, and also some other fashion hubs, of course, to where he was able to really garner support. And then from there he kind of moved through everything else. And so I like to say that Jacquemus covers everything from the top down. He does accessories such as jewelry and earrings, of course handbags, but he also has like coats, jackets, other scarves. He also does release ready-to-wear collections. He does clothing, and then he does do shoes and other things like boots and heels and stuff like that too. So even though he is a fairly new fashion house, or they are a fairly new fashion house, he has had some great development. But again, that goes back to the fact that he was awarded that Young Designer Award by LVMH, which gave him the capital to kind of catapult himself into this lane now, to where he's popular and people buy from him, people as in myself. And then you also will see him on celebrities from time to time, and his fashion shows are always really recognizable. I have had my eyes on this brand for a little bit, but I am more of a patient shopper. I'm not the type of person that feels like, oh, it's popular, let me go out and run and get it. I feel like sometimes you need to let a couple of seasons go by and to kind of see what the longevity is going to be, especially with new brands, but really with popular items. And no offense, but that little Chiquito bag that I was telling you guys about earlier kind of came and went really quick. So I'm happy that I didn't make any like investments such as that. But I did continue to watch the brand, watch their runway shows, see what he was releasing. 2020 is when he came out with the Le Grand Bambino, and I noticed it in the runway show, and I was absolutely in love, because I felt like finally we had a functional bag. Originally the bag was released in suede, and I am not a fan of suede at all. I feel like that's one of the worst materials ever, and so I made a decision at that time to not purchase the bag just based off of the material that it was in. The beginning of this year I saw that he was coming out with the Bambino again in a leather material for the spring summer. At that time I believe it came out in like white, black, and I remember a yellow color, and I was like, here we go. I'm like, this is my moment. I'm like, I love a leather bag, and I was really heavily seeking it in the white color. Now this is going to be a tip area for all of you all that are interested in purchasing a piece from Jacquemus. In my personal opinion, he moves a season at a season. You know how you can go into a Chanel store and you can buy a classic flap all of the time, but then they have their seasonal items. At this time it doesn't really look like Jacquemus has any staple pieces, which means that the pieces are released for a season. Once they're released, he migrates, he moves over to something else. And so I would personally feel like you need to shop a season ahead, which is what I did for this bag, because in trying to get the white bag I literally could not find it anywhere. So once it's sold out, it's sold out. Then he will release something for the next season. That bag will then, or those items, I'm sorry, will then go on pre-order. So he has other retailers like Saks Fifth Avenue, Farfetch, Essence are all retailers of this bag, and I noticed, or even like Luisaviaroma, and I noticed that they were doing pre-orders for the bag. And so to me, that is my shopping tip, would be to shop a season ahead. The bag retails for $660 even. Like I was mentioning previously, they do have a couple of US based retailers that ship to the US, but one thing to keep in mind is that for whatever reason there is price variations against each site. And I'll say for whatever reason, but the reason for that is the import and duty fees. Because they are not a US based brand, all of the products are coming from Europe, or they're either being given to US sites pretty much. And so you have to keep in mind that it's $660 on the Jacquemus website, but it will vary based off of the retailer. So it was like about $715 on Luisaviaroma and Saks Fifth Avenue, but then other sites may have it for $660. Now rumor has it that girls have been ordering the bag, and the sites that they're ordering the bag from require a signature at delivery, and then at that time the shipping service is requiring them to pay import and duty fees. Sometimes these import and duty fees vary based off of where you are. I believe that for the sites that are having the price variation to where it is higher, they are charging you the import and duty fees up front, versus you could pay the $660 and then you have to pay the import and duty fees when it gets into the country and it's actually being delivered. And so it's just pretty much up to your discretion. So if you see a site that's like $715 or $770, just keep in mind that they may be including that in the pricing for you, which is what I would suggest, because I think that just makes it easier on everybody. I was searching for the bag thoroughly, and I actually found it on one of my favorite consignment sites, which is the site Tradesy. I've shopped at Tradesy many of times. It's like my all-time favorite seller-based consignment site, and I just so happened to stumble across this bag. And then Tradesy was also offering a promotion of 10% off and I believe free shipping. So in total, I believe that I paid about $780 for the bag, which I'm not mad at, because again, in my mind, if I'm accounting for the import and duty fees that I would have paid to get it sent from outside of the country, I would have been around that ballpark anyway, so I was happy with that. The bag itself did not come used. I'm going to play you guys my little like unboxing reel that I did for Instagram, but it did not come used. As you can see, let's see if it'll focus. As you can see, it has the Selfridges tag on there. And so for those that don't know, Selfridges is a UK based luxury retailer, and Selfridges is another site that sells the purse. And again, they were the ones that were selling it for $660, but I'm like, when I get it into the country, I'm going to be charged the import and duty fees up front. I will say that for this to be the grand size, I do still consider this to be a fairly small bag. I would not suggest this purse purse in the smaller size if you're the type of person that likes to put things inside of your bag. For myself personally, I do believe that I need to go and get another card case, because right now I have a full-size Dior wallet, if you all recall the luxury haul that I did, which I will attach up here in the cards. And so it's big enough to fit quite a bit. It can fit a phone, a wallet, and some of the other things. As you can see down in there now, I just have the strap, and it is a single flap, and so it gives you a good amount of opening, as you can see, but it's still fairly small. But then also I love this strap. Okay, this strap is everything. It is adjustable on the side, and I probably will attach a video of you all with it on my body. And it has like some really great gold clips and everything, and they're very sturdy and large and secure. I like the fact that it's adjustable in terms of the strap, because I think that that makes it so that it can fit more body types. So we have made it to the end of the video. That is really all that I had to share. I'm super excited to start wearing this bag. Like I said, I put it to myself to try to get a video for you all, so I'm like, I'm not gonna wear this until I get the video. Now I got the video, now I can wear the bag, so I'm super excited about that. But I'm going to go ahead and go for now. I thank you so much for watching. Please, if you have any questions at all, leave them below in the description box. Have a little bit of dialogue with me. Tell me what you're shopping, what you're looking for this season. I've set a little bit of a budget, so I'm doing well with the budget, because this wasn't too bad or too expensive. So I'm definitely going to be back and come back in and kind of share some of my other purchases with you all. The supply chain management and the delays in shipping have been crazy, because I ordered a bag again from out of the country, not paying attention, and it's taking it forever to come. But with all of that being said, as I start to accumulate things, and I definitely will come back here and share my purchases with you all. Please make sure that you're looking at the description box for some more details and specs about where you can find your Jacquemus piece. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I think that that's all that I have. I'm about to go. Guys, I have to go. I have a dinner reservation. But I thank you so much for watching this video. Let's have some dialogue down in the comments. Let me know what you're shopping for this season. Let me know if you found this video helpful, please. And then also hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and come back here next Sunday, because we're going to be doing a little bit of fall styling. Hint, hint. So definitely want to make sure that you guys check back in. But I appreciate you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.